Hey guys, welcome back again to the Zeal Cigar Review. Today we are smoking a cigar that I have never smoked and JB has never smoked. Between the two of us, it's hard to find cigars that we haven't smoked yet. But we have two of them. They're all 90 plus rated. All next on the Zeal Cigar Review. Well, tell me about this 100-year-old cigar company called La Palina.
Dude, I don't know nothing about them.
Nothing much. Nothing much.
I've seen the cigars before.
Okay, yeah.
Clearly, they've been around.
I'm going to be smoking this cigar by La Palina, and it is called the El Dario, I believe is what it's called. It's a Habano. Is that correct?
I think so.
I think it's a Habano. I'm not sure.
There's a lot of Criollo, it sounded like. It's supposed to be a very homage to Cuba.
Oh, okay.
To old Cuba, from what I was understanding. Yeah.
That'll be cool. That'll be cool. What's yours about? You got the red label.
This is the red label.
Okay. So you got the red label.
It's sun-grown.
Okay.
And if I remember correctly, so the red label's an Ecuadorian Habano, Ecuadorian filler, and then also has Dominican Republic and Nicaraguan filler. So
we have some coffee here to cleanse our palates in between smokes. And in order to get into it, you know what we gotta do? We gotta cut light in. Smoke. Can I tell you what this tastes like just at the jump? I don't know if it's gonna transition into this. It tastes like a chocolate Cinnabon with a little bit of a spice in it. A chocolate Cinnabon with some spice in it. Okay. It's delicious. It's really good so far. I mean, keep in mind, I'm not even freaking an inch into it yet, so. Well, to my research, La Palina's been around for over 100 years. Like 1896 is when they began. Changed hands a few times, worked in different factories a few times, but they've been on an upstroke in the last kind of, I don't know, 5 years, if you would, pounding out some really, really good cigars that are 90 plus rated and earn some top-notch reviews by guys like Cigar Aficionado and other cigar reviewers out there as well. This is our first time ever smoking them, so we're gonna let you know what we think about them and if they're of any value or not.
This one's a spicy little meatball. It's got some really nice woody spice, a little bit of sweetness, maybe almost a cinnamony twinge. But it's it's definitely stronger. It might even be stronger than what we smoked yesterday. Pretty good. We'll see where this goes. But so far it's interesting. It's got that hint to that premium, I'm gonna call it a fluffiness, like that premium creaminess.
Well, this is a chocolate cinnamon spice bomb. That's what this thing is. You got nice notes of cocoa, a little bit of nuttiness on the minor tones of nuttiness, generous spice up front, but you got this really interesting cinnamon note that's more pronounced than in like the Kintsugi from Alec Bradley. More pronounced than that. Really? Oh yeah.
Because that was like a Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Yeah.
Depending on what size. I don't even remember what size it was that I smoked.
This definitely has a little bit of it has a real good premium taste. Whenever I rate cigars or when I'm smoking cigars, because I smoke a lot of cigars on camera for you guys, I try to imagine myself sitting in a lounge and just smoking a cigar, or sitting outside somewhere smoking a cigar without any kind of distractions, not really just trying to rate it, but just trying to enjoy it. So as I'm enjoying the cigar, I'm thinking to myself one question and one question only: is this worth it at this point? For the money that I paid for this, is it worth it? And I think a lot of people probably think that. So far, it's well worth it.
All right, so this has like a really interesting spiciness when you retrohale it through your nasal cavity, where it's almost like kind of spicy, but it's got this kind of sweetness that makes you want to keep looking for it.
Okay.
So I found myself retrohaling probably way more of that than I would normally retrohale.
Chocolate Cinnabon with nuts and some spice on there. Interesting spice. Well, guys, we're going to hit the pause button. We're going to smoke these down a little bit, tell you what the second part of the first half is, and we'll be right back, so stay tuned. All right, guys, we are definitely back, and we are definitely into the second third of this cigar. I'm kind of halfway through the cigar. It turned out to be a lot more creamy. Now it's a chocolate, less spicy cinnamon cream puff. Okay. It's really, really good. An absolute excellent cigar. Okay. Yeah, very, very good. What about yours?
Dude, this is a spicy sun-grown, dude. Yeah? Lots of spice, lots of pepper, a little bit of cinnamony sweetness, woody, a little bit of creaminess. Okay. But it's definitely a ride. If you're somebody that likes to get a little wake-up call in the morning with your coffee, this is good. Like I think of like the Devil Doc.
Oh yeah.
But spicier, more pepper.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this does have some spice in it. It's got a little bit of a kick, not a ton. I'd say it's probably at a 4.
Okay.
Out of 10.
Way higher than that.
Yeah. So I would say this is. It's got some coffee and leather in here as well, but the pronounced cinnamon notes and the cocoa like mocha on here, it is very, very, very good. You know, for I think the average MSRP is $10 to $12 in this stick.
Okay.
100% worth it. Very, very good cigar. Very, very good cigar.
For this being my first smoke and it not being a Maduro from their lineup,
yeah,
I'm pretty impressed with it.
Really?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. I think if this is any indication of what the rest of their cigars taste like, and just hearing you talk about that one, I would say that they have some pretty solid cigars in their lineup.
Absolutely. Well, guys, we're gonna take a break, come back, and get at the very end of this in the nub, and tell you what we think at the end. So we'll be right back. All right, guys, so we're obviously back, and the best way to describe this cigar and how it finishes in particular is honestly like smoking a Cinnabon with some like chocolate notes and like some spice, to be honest with you. The spice, it's a medium. I'll say it's a medium. It's not really strong, not super heavy, but it works out very, very, very well. I absolutely like it. I like it a lot, to be honest with you. I'll smoke more La Palina. Never smoked this brand, didn't know much about it. I'm really looking forward to smoking more of it. I think it's very, very good. I think the value from $10, $12 on this one, especially for the Gordo, phenomenal value, in my personal opinion. But yeah, it's got some leather notes in there, some nuttiness as well, but that cinnamon chocolate spice kind of goes all the way through the cigar, and it permeates the mainstay of the notes that you get. But there is a creaminess once the pepper wanes off after the first third. Okay, once you get in it after the first third, it kind of goes in there. What about you?
Dude, this thing was like a little bit of pepper, some spice, a little bit of cinnamon, some creaminess, but ultimately it ends up being super earthy and woody.
Okay.
It's very earthy, very woody. Gets more earthy and more woody as you go, and but the spice and pepper wean off quite a bit. But yeah, for first time smoking this brand, I really like it. I'll definitely want to try some more of their stuff for sure.
Well, guys, what do you think about La Palina? Drop a comment below, and we'll meet you down in the comments. So for the Zeal cigar review, I've been Bradley. He's been JB. We're out of here like last year. Peace.